For months, the galaxy celebrated the end of the Empire, but in the Anoat sector, the people knew nothing of this. Why? Because one man, Grand Moff Ubrik Adelhard, held them in a cage built not of walls, but of lies. Adelhard's voice echoed across the planets of the Anoat sector after the Battle of Endor. While the galaxy rejoiced over the fall of the Emperor, the people of Anoat were told a different story, one designed to keep them loyal to a regime that no longer existed. But how did one man, a forgotten stormtrooper from a backwater planet, manage to deceive an entire sector into believing the Empire still thrived? And how did this deception become his most powerful weapon? To understand this, we must go back to the beginning. Ubrik Adelhard wasn't born into power. He wasn't an aristocrat or a brilliant tactician like Thrawn. No, Adelhard came from nothing. A poor boy from the desolate world of Rierni, where survival was all that mattered. He clawed his way into the Empire's ranks as a stormtrooper, learning the art of war on the battlefields of distant planets. His first kill was on a Bartolom during a brutal military campaign. It was there that Adelhard learned a critical lesson. Power isn't just about strength, it's about control. And control was what Adelhard sought at every step of his rise. His ruthless efficiency caught the eye of his superiors, and it wasn't long before he earned his promotion to general. The turning point came when he was sent to crush a rebellion on Anoat. Faced with multiple tactical options, Adelhard chose the most brutal one. He gassed the planet, wiping out millions. This act earned him more than just a promotion, it earned him a personal summons from Darth Vader. Adelhard wasn't just a leader clinging to power, he was a true believer. For him, the Empire was not just a government, it was order, the only thing standing between the galaxy and chaos. And if he had to lie to keep that order alive, so be it. When news of the Emperor's death began to spread, most Imperial leaders were paralyzed by the collapse of their reality, but not Adelhard. For him, the Emperor's fall was an opportunity. Adelhard acted swiftly, cutting the Anoat sector off from the rest of the galaxy with a military lockdown known as the Iron Blockade. In this vacuum, he wove a new reality for the people under his rule. The Emperor lives, he declared. The rebellion has been crushed, the Empire still reigns. Any reports to the contrary were branded as rebel lies designed to destabilize the sector. But Adelhard was relentless. In his broadcasts, he didn't just deny the Emperor's death, he promised his people that the Empire would continue to protect them from the chaos outside the blockade. For months, his lies kept the people of Anoat in line, their fear of the rebels stronger than their curiosity about the truth. But not everyone believed the lie. In the shadows of Burnin Khan, a resistance was forming. Smugglers, bounty hunters, and disgruntled citizens, people who had seen too much of the galaxy to fall for Adelhard's carefully woven falsehood, began to whisper of rebellion. Adelhard understood that control wasn't just about walls or military might. It was about controlling the narrative. As long as his people believed the lie, he held absolute power. But cracks were beginning to form in his carefully constructed facade. Adelhard's greatest fear was not the rebel alliance, it was the truth itself. The lie he had built was only as strong as the ignorance of the people he ruled. And ignorance in a galaxy connected by smuggling routes and criminal networks was difficult to maintain forever. Then came the broadcast that shattered everything. Leia Organa's transmission to the Anoat sector, confirming the Emperor's death, was like a seismic shock. Adelhard's carefully constructed reality crumbled in an instant. Riots broke out on Burnin Khan, Delphon, and Bespin. The very foundation of Adelhard's power, the lie he had so carefully nurtured, was torn apart. Lando Calrissian, the former Baron Administrator of Cloud City, returned to liberate Bespin. With the help of Lobot and a network of resistance fighters, he broke through the Iron Blockade and freed the planet from Adelhard's grip. The truth, once suppressed, had broken free. In the end, Adelhard's empire was not undone by a fleet of Star Destroyers or a grand rebel invasion. His rule collapsed under the weight of the one thing he could not control, the truth. Adelhard's lie sustained him for months, but power built on deception is as fragile as the truth it suppresses. The fall of the Iron Blockade wasn't just the end of his regime. It was a reminder of the Empire's greatest weakness. Control cannot last forever. Even fear, in the end, is no match for the truth. In your opinion, was Adelhard's greatest strength his power to control through deception, or was he merely postponing the inevitable? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this look into Grand Moff Adelhard's struggle to preserve the Empire's legacy, don't forget to subscribe for more Star Wars lore. And as always, may the dark side be with you.